Welcome to the Loose and Moose podcast.
I'm Luce.
And I'm Moose.
Two unlikely best friends that I guess love the sound of their own voice, so decided to hit recording.
All right, how are we going to kick this one off?
Fuck it, let's get funny.
No.
Okay. Welcome back to the Loose and Moose pod.
Nah, that's not working.
Greetings. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. He's, hers, she's, hims, thems, theys.
Slays? Fuck, I'm just going to go straight into the thing of the week. So, good morning and welcome. My thing of the week is I've had a change at work, right? So, I'm doing a different job currently and first time really working from home or out of the store. So, I'm just going to throw a statement out there and more of a bit of a complaint. I know that's not my normal thing, but welcome to it. So I'm complaining about being on my phone too much, about just doing a lot of emails. I feel like an old man, but I'm actually going to say like I'm getting a sore neck. So
wow. Are you stooping down to our level?
Yeah, I think I am.
You're just being a human and not just above all of us all the time.
Yeah. I'm stressed out and I'm tired, but I'm absolutely loving it. But
I love it.
Yeah. My neck's sore.
Congratulations.
So my thing of the week is I need to, get a better massage gun or something like that.
Yeah, and a good chair.
Yeah.
The difference those gaming chairs make, like the big dog ones, you need one of them.
Yeah.
And maybe a desk, maybe just...
I was going to say, like, I've got like this little makeshift desk on my island bench that you fell off the chair. Haven't done that yet, but hopefully soon. So, yeah, that's my complaint of the week. So, you're welcome. I thought that'd make you feel, I don't know, more normal for me.
That's great. I've just got a funny thing for my thing of the week.
Beautiful. They need that. I've just bumped them out.
It's just imagine me just day to day. When I come and go from my apartment building, I basically never see anybody. There's not that many people in this apartment building. So, to the point where, like, if you do, like, if you open the elevator and someone's there... Like, I get scared, like, because I'm not expecting it. And the other day, I opened the door from the garage and I literally jumped. And I was like, how embarrassing. Like, you're in your own house and you're scared.
I'd imagine you being like, even though there's only, like, the 3 floors and you have to come up, you're like, no, I'm not going up.
Yeah.
Like, just to get out of it, you're like, I'm going back into my car.
It's so funny.
It is a weird sized elevator too. Like we were talking about this just before. Like I did meet someone on the way up here and we shared the elevator and it's like, it's that small that it's awkward because you're too close for even small talk.
I know.
I've never met you before and like we're nearly hugging in here.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
Anyway.
And also it's strange. Like I don't know what the etiquette is in apartment buildings. Are you meant to talk to your neighbours? Because I've tried and I've only ever, well, we know my bad experience, but there was like one friendly person, but everyone else like doesn't seem to want to chat.
Yep.
And I get it, but otherwise you're just sitting there in silence in the elevator. You just want to say like, hello, how are you?
Yep.
I don't know.
I didn't do it, but it was awkward and it's like, for me, I normally would, but hey, we moved on and got out and we'll never see each other again.
Another thing happened this week. I guess it's like a thing of the week, part 2. I'm doing what you did last episode and I've got several. I heard some new Gen Z lingo that I thought you might like to hear. So someone said the other day, he said, oh, you're him.
See, I'm not that blown away from that. I need more context. All right. Because I've got something that's similar that they do in basketball.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, what do you think? If I said, oh, Moose, you're him, what would you think?
So there's, I follow the Lakers and there's Austin Reeves, who's this like small white basketball player that is like just not the norm NBA star, right? And he is awesome, but he's that underdog and that's his thing, right? After he does like a ridiculous play or anything like that, it's like yelling in the crowd like, I'm him. And it's kind of like a real bravado thing in American sports.
Maybe it's from him. This dude that said it does like basketball. You love him.
But I've kind of heard that in, yeah.
You're young and hip and cool.
Yeah. Was it me that did I tell you? Am I that guy?
Okay, well that's funny. But they didn't say a basketball connotation. They just said that that's the thing they say, you're him.
Okay.
And then another thing is, which I combine the two, which is apparently cringe. I didn't know you weren't supposed to, but mums. Yeah. So you're like, Moose, that's a really good T-shirt, mums.
Nah.
Like, or maybe that's not the best example. I didn't do that thing you're accusing me of, mums.
No.
Like, I swear, like, mum's the word. On
no,
God.
it reminds me too much of man's. And I'm still trying to get over that.
But it's like your mum's the word, and it's like meant to be like, yeah, good T-shirt, mums. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe someone's listening to me. I do think. You haven't seen The Office, but there's a scene in The Office where like Michael, who's the cringe boss, is trying to be young and hip and cool, and Daryl's trying to teach him the lingo they say in the hood. He's just fucking with him, and I do sometimes think the Gen Zs are fucking with me. And he says to Michael, yeah, what we do is we go up to each other and we say, tickle fight. We do tickle fights. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do that in the hood and be cool. Yeah, is that me? Is that what's happening? I don't know.
Maybe. You're also not selling The Office to me too. So,
is that not funny? That's heaps funny.
Sure.
Oh, shut up. Everyone listening knows what I mean because everyone's already seen it.
Surely.
Shut up.
Anyway, that's a good one. Yeah, Gen Z, like, it's just not. Yeah. You're not intriguing me to get into that sort of lingo.
I mean, yeah. I get it.
I just
think it's funny.
Yeah.
Mums. Moose, you are him though. If you're listening and you agree, let me know so we can.
It's just going to be just the Moose catching up on all the TV shows I should have watched episode.
Yeah, and that you just for some reason don't believe me, but I know that you'll love them.
That's going to suck though, because if I really do love them, I'm not going to want to tell you. Office with those at US or the UK one? I
like the US one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll find some time this week, surely.
Surely. You don't have enough going on.
No.
Just once again, if you're listening to this, please just go watch the YouTube because Moose spends so much time on it, and we need to validate him, please.
Especially last week when all we did was like a tattoo tour, which would be cool maybe on ears, but it's going to be better when you can actually see them. So there's actually some value to it.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I have a fuck yes or a fuck no for you.
Yeah, we do.
'Cause like. You know me, and you know I always do this, but it's been a bit bad lately. So fuck yes or fuck no to snoozing your alarm in the morning.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I wish I was a fuck no. I just don't know how to stop doing it. It's so hard.
So I think what I've heard, which I think is insane, is just put like, how close is your phone to you?
Just right next to me.
Yeah. So tonight, put this motherfucker out here.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
You're going to laugh, but I just get paranoid that someone is going to like break in the middle of the night and I won't have my phone near me to call for help, and that's how I go out.
It's not bad, but that's just irrational.
Like, I know.
If they're breaking in that much, they're breaking in either way.
Yeah. I know. I should just do it because like it would make sense. Once you're up out of bed standing, you're not going to go back to sleep.
Are you someone that then sets like 17 different alarms, or you just let the snooze be the one that eventually you stop snoozing and get up? Aren't you worried that you like just, it's so easy on an iPhone to swipe it away and then you just sleep the fuck in?
You are going to freak when you know my routine. Should we just share like full morning routines in detail and then compare?
Yep, let's do it.
So, this is so embarrassing. This is probably the reason I'm single.
Let me just quickly grab some popcorn.
Yeah. So I have an alarm clock app called Alarmy because it has challenges for you that you have to do math equations for it to turn off. And I have that set at 15-minute intervals from the time I'm supposed to wake up for until I basically have to leave for work just in case. And then I also use the just generic Apple alarm clock app as well. And then I also have a Google Home speaker in my bedroom, and they're all of them are at 15-minute intervals from the time I'm supposed to wake up until I'm supposed to leave for work.
Like a minute apart, so it's just like a...
Yeah, actually are. And then I also have a Sonos speaker in my bathroom that's set at the same 15-minute intervals.
Saying that out loud, surely that's a problem.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel like I can't wake up. Like, I don't know. I just sleep through my alarm.
Just get the fuck up. Stand up when the first one goes off.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd sleep through them though, all four.
Stop getting spray tans at 2 a.m.
True. I know. It's so bad. But then, yeah, it depends if I've woken up to my alarm when it's supposed to go off or if it's an hour later as to what I do in my own morning routine. But for now, let's just pretend I get up when I want to get up.
Yeah.
So it's usually like about 2 or 2.5 hours before I need to leave the house if it's a work day because I just like to have the time.
So what? You set your alarm for 4 a.m?
Well, I usually try and leave the house at 6:30 in the morning. So I'll set it for 5. I'll make an exception for those days. But yeah, ideally it would be like 2 hours. I know. I don't need that time clearly because I always sleep through my alarm. I don't need that time, but ideally I would like that time.
Have you just thought about like setting it an hour later and just having actual sleep instead of interrupted sleep and then you might wake up better?
Yeah, I just don't feel as good when I have had less time to get ready.
Yeah, but you're not getting up anyway.
I do sometimes.
Okay.
I swear, sometimes.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll keep going. I feel like this is only the start of we're about to climb at the moment.
Anyway, so let's pretend I've woken up on time to my alarm. I'll get up and first thing I do is brush my teeth because I heard once that and as you're sleeping, all the bacteria in your mouth is growing. And then if you wake up like that, if you swallow that, like you can, it makes you unhealthy. So it's better to brush your teeth straight away. Who knows if that's true, but I heard it once and now it's like a thing that I'm paranoid about. So I just have to brush my teeth first. And then it just depends. If I've definitely woken up on my alarm, I'll have breakfast and then I'll have a shower and then I'll do like hair, makeup and then pick an outfit, get my lunch and stuff ready for work, get my Stanley Cup ready, and then I'm out the door. I'm usually listening to music as I'm getting ready and then a podcast on the drive to work. If I slept through my alarm, it's usually just shower, get dressed and makeup and hair if I have time, and lunch, whatever, if I have time. Oh, and I've got to make a coffee as well, but I don't have the coffee for 90 minutes until 90 minutes after I've woken up because I heard that that's good for your cortisol levels.
How many timers do you set to remind you that it's been 90 minutes?
I just know. Because I'm really wanting to have my coffee. So I just know if I woke up at 5 a.m., I can have my coffee like as I'm driving to work.
Okay.
If it was an absolute perfect morning and for some reason I've woken up with all the energy and it's not an issue, I'll try and drink a liter of water before I do anything else because then I just feel like I'm literally better than everyone else. Like I've drunk so much water already and it's not even like 7 a.m. How good? But that's pretty rare that happens. It's usually
by
all
the sounds of it, yeah.
Huh?
By the sounds of it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my morning routine. I think I gave enough detail. I don't know. Any questions?
Probably the only one I had was if you have breakfast at home, so you've already brushed your teeth, you've had breakfast at home, it's weird to me that brushing your teeth is not the last thing you do before you leave the home. But I guess that's just
because I'm going to have coffee.
Yeah.
I'm very paranoid about having bad breath, so I always have Listerine strips on me. So it's like I've got to have my coffee and then have a Listerine strip.
Yeah, I think like a Chewy or something like that's needed after coffees. But
yeah,
I'm trying to cut down on Chewies because I feel like I have them too much. But my dentist reckons that's not a bad thing because Lauren used to give me heaps of shit about that. So I just asked the dentist for their opinion. Like, no, it's actually really good.
Why is it good? Because it cleans your teeth? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about for your jaw? Does it give you like a strong jawline?
Well, I kind of asked that because I'm like, is it a bad thing? And they're like, yeah, no, it's not.
Cool.
But
I don't like Chewies. I've just I like Listerine strips. You feel so fresh.
But then like, isn't Listerine like you don't chew it and it doesn't go anywhere? Right? You just dissolve it and it goes in.
Yeah.
Then you've just said all the stuff that you're worried about, like with bacteria before you brush your teeth and stuff like that. Surely like whatever's in that can't be good for you.
Yeah, but then with Chewies, you're just like swallowing your flavoured spit.
Don't know. That can be a vote at the end of this episode, potentially.
True. All right. What's your morning routine? Let me guess. You wake up and then you run a marathon and then you write a book and then you do a meditation and then you have a cold shower and then it's only 5 a.m. So you've got so much time ahead of you. So then you, I don't know, hang out with the kids for a bit, go do something fun, go to the beach, go for a hike, have a gourmet breakfast. And then it's about 7?
It's pretty close, yeah. And I don't even set an alarm, you know what I mean? I just wake up because,
your body just naturally gets you up, just says, it's time to be better than everyone else.
Some of them are right. No, so at the moment, it's... I set my alarm, depending, same as you, if we're opening or not opening, but I'll set it once. Now, my excuse for why I stop my alarm quicker than what you do is at the moment I'm sharing the bed with my wife and my little one. So I'm also trying not to wake them up.
Is he in the bed with you?
Yeah, it's not a good moment at the moment.
Are you not scared that you'll squash him?
No, because he's a tank now.
What about when he was younger?
No, he didn't do it. It's just a phase that's happening now.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. He won't sleep without.
Doesn't want to go to sleep at night. Like he literally just, I think I was telling you how he just falls asleep on the floor or on the couch. Well, you've seen him on the couch.
So cute.
He does that every night, and then I don't know, sometime in the middle of the night, he'll just come into our bed, and we've got a king bed, so I actually don't even notice he's in the bed until I wake up, which is fine. So it's not the worst thing ever, and it sounds cheesy, but he's not going to do it for much longer. So
it's actually so cute.
That's nice. But when it goes off, and I know that Lauren, if she's still sleeping or he is, I definitely try and be quiet. But then again, our ensuite's just there, so.
And do you know what's so funny is actually when I was living with my mum for a little bit, I would get up heaps easier because I was worried about waking her. So maybe that's the thing.
It definitely is a different thing, right? You just feel bad. So
yeah,
I get up. If it's a work day, it is just straight into the shower. I do brush my teeth, I guess, straight away, but after the shower. So I shower first.
Yeah.
Get dressed, brush my teeth, and do everything. And then I will make my coffee and breakfast. I take my breakfast in the car.
I do that if it's a day where I've slept through my alarm and I'm running late. But I feel like it's awesome to just have a moment to chill and I'll watch a 10-minute YouTube video and eat my breakfast. And I don't know, it's just I feel so much calmer and set up for the day if I do that.
Yeah, I think it's back to the same excuse last time. I'm like, well, if I can get away with, if I'm up and people hear me, I'm going to have 3 people sitting there being like, I'm hungry for breakfast. The quicker you get out of my house,
that's true,
the better.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Toast for work. It's not my preference. When I'm going to work, my morning routine is just about efficiency.
Yeah.
So it's...
What do you have on your toast?
Peanut butter.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it in the first couple of episodes, but obviously crunchy.
Obviously crunchy. Yeah.
So then I'll take that, my coffee, and podcast, or music, but mainly podcast, on the way to work. And I also don't really have my coffee until I get to work. It's purely because it's too hot in the cups we have, I would say. But it's just nice, I guess, to get there, desk and then just start, enjoying my coffee while I'm sort of unpacking what the morning looks like. But my favorite morning routine is on the days that I'm not working, because then it's it is, I'll get up, get the kids breakfast, and then wait for Lauren and that to be up, and then I will go for a run, listen to a podcast, and then sort of shower. Then I'll have a smoothie and just a better, I won't have a coffee then. I'd normally have just a smoothie and get ready. I will shower. I'll do the thing that you hate, which is at least 30 seconds or so of a cold shower, because if I've worked out, it makes it feel better because your body's sore. And then that is my more centered morning routine, because I've got up, I've seen the kids, I've had a workout. I love working out in the morning because then it's done. Doesn't matter what I do for the rest of the day, I've done that. And that's sort of every second day is normally my good routine.
Yeah.
Especially at the moment with working from home, I can sort of tailor that a little bit more.
That's a pro of working from home.
So that's kind of mine. So similar, apart from being an absolute psycho with alarms, as if you have 3 alarm apps. I can't believe that.
I know. It's an issue.
Whew. Anyway, do I even want to ask what your night routine would be? Or is that as unhinged?
I think if I executed the night routine, then the morning routine would be better.
Yeah.
Like ideally, I'm winding down a few hours before bed, and I've already like taken my makeup off and had a shower. Because I want to shower morning and night.
Good choice.
Yeah. So I feel like I got to shower the day off, makeup off, skincare routine, and then getting into like pajamas or sleeping clothes, because to me that means my brain's starting to be like, all right, it's bedtime. Usually I have some kind of sleepy time tea, kind of tea that, again, like probably
is that actual tea, or are we talking gossip?
Depends if
you've just got a voice memo of me like telling you something through the day on repeat. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. If it's that kind of tea, that's great. If not, I'll settle for some kind of a herbal tea. And I usually I usually just probably watch a TV show or honestly TikTok sometimes. I really want to get into reading more, but I'm not in that routine at the moment. But it's been part of my routine in the past. I also have had gratitude journaling be part of the routine, but it's not right now. But right now, my routine is watching something, and then right when it's like, oh no, I need to wind down, it's Wordle.
Yes.
But then I discovered that they've got an app, and it's the New York Times app. So my order is, my first thing is the crossword of the day, the mini crossword, and then Wordle, and then Connections. Connections is like, it just gives you all these words, and you've got to find 4 groups of 4 words that are connected to each other. So it'll be like microphone, headphones, tripod, camera, like, oh, podcast, like that's a connection there, but it's like really hard. And I just feel like that's like a good way for me to just disconnect from everything and actually just concentrate on something for, it depends how my brain's going that day. Sometimes it's like 5 minutes, sometimes it's 20 minutes, I don't know. But yeah, that's my current night routine. And then I don't go into the bedroom until it's sleep time. Like I don't take my phone in there or anything, because I want to try and help myself get to sleep. And I don't put the light on. I've got like a Philips Hue light behind my bed, and it's always purple. It's like more calm and chill vibes. I usually light a candle as well when I'm having my tea.
Yeah.
So that's the ideal one. And then ideally I'm getting to bed early enough that the morning routine's fine, but you know me and you know that that's not true.
So I'm probably how often per week would you do the perfect one? At all?
Once. Honestly, it's so bad. I'm like, other times I'm off getting a spray tan or who bloody knows?
Podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. What about you? What's your night routine?
Completely opposite to my morning routine. It's quite unhinged. So when we finally get the kids down to bed around 7, they'll then muck around for an hour or 2, which is awesome. We'll be having tea at the same time. And then after they eventually go to sleep, I will pull out the laptop and start podcast editing, which is my little like drain from the day. And I'll smash that for a few hours and have some YouTube going on or music or whatever in the background. And then at about 11 o'clock, I'll just make sure that I'm going to bed. On an awesome night, I might have a glass or 2 of vino at the same time while I'm doing that.
So every night, right?
Yeah, surely. Yeah. And that's about all. Like it's probably a little bit unhealthy at the moment, but it's kind of like I get so much joy from doing that. It's just with what I'm doing at work at the moment, and then it's just a lot of computer time.
The editing brings you joy though, right? Like,
for sure. So and it's a cool little switch off. Like, it's just us talking shit and me editing it. So like it's
we're just so funny. It must be so fun to edit.
Yeah, well, and obviously we don't have to edit that much anyway, because obviously we're professionals now.
Yeah, we're just that.
So yeah, my night routine is that at the minute.
Just a reminder to everyone, please go watch the videos.
Please.
Just I don't know, make you feel a little bit more validated if people watch them or engage with our shorts and stuff. The shorts, you've been doing such a good job. I think they're really funny.
Thank you. And it's been good. We're actually getting heaps of interest in them, which is really, really cool. But they're good and funny. But you mentioned something in yours that I fluctuate with, but I read a really cool stat today actually. But reading, like I genuinely love reading. reading. And I've currently got the Silverchair book where the two guys are doing it apart from Dan. So I'm trying to at least do even just a chapter per day. I've actually been taking it to work with me and forcing myself to have a little bit of a break.
Have you been reading?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Which is cool because I read somewhere like you only need to read like 6 minutes worth.
Yeah.
And like it was something ridiculous like 65 or 70% better for your mental health literally from 6 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah. It was crazy.
Jeez. Okay. I need to do that. I did wonder because, you know, the 75 hard challenge, like one of the things is read 10 pages a day.
Yeah,
and that's
it doesn't have to be heaps.
Only 10 pages.
Yep.
So, and then, yeah, of course it would because you just completely switch off during that time.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to start doing it. I have 3 books next to my bed that I've half read, all 3.
All right, let's keep each other accountable.
Yeah, next time we film in 2 weeks,
we're reviewing a book.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And do you have the same bedtime every night?
Nah, not really. Like, I guess if I am editing and I'm trying to get a lot done, like 11 o'clock is like my stretch bedtime. But if I've got a big day plan and stuff like that, I would love to be in bed like around 10-ish because like we do get up quite early for work. So if we're up before 6 o'clock, like I definitely prefer to try and be somewhat in bed. So, but I also, this probably sounds bad and I apologize for anyone out there that doesn't sleep well, but I am one of those super annoying people that when I go straight to bed, like I go instantly to sleep as much as Lauren is disgusted at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pisses me off too. Like, so have you ever struggled getting to sleep ever?
Oh, like I'll definitely have nights that happens, but like I don't want to, compared to what, some of our friends have got, or I know your sleeping patterns are all over the place. I can't complain about that. Like it's... When
you say you have nights, like how long would it take you to get to sleep?
I don't know, maybe an hour or so.
Oh, okay. So
at most, like...
kind of get it, yeah.
But not often. Like I don't want to complain about it because it's not that bad.
I'm actually heaps better. Like over the years I've gotten so much better, but yeah, getting to sleep is a struggle for me, and I think that's why I can't wake up because it's like once I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
You need to fix. I think you need to fix that morning shit. Once you fix that, surely it might be. You might be thinking, "Oh, the night's the play here," but it's probably the other way around. That's just crazy.
But I feel like I can't fix the morning without fixing the night.
Nah, you've just got to force yourself. You've just got to stand up when that happens. Like you setting all these things is telling your brain that that's okay. It's not okay. I know.
Yeah,
it's
you're so right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what's weird as well? Because I'm so paranoid is like if I have something really important, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, Jesus.
But you've done it for me before. But if I have something really important, I'll see if like my parents or someone will like call me in the morning. Because if a person's calling me, I'll be like, oh, I've got to wake up. But if it's my alarm, something my brain knows. And then do you remember when you've done it for me in the past? And then one time you got Ella to do it. Yeah. And she's like, what did she say? Because it's like it was a few years ago. So she's more like young and silly goofy. She's like, Lucy, wake up. You're a very naughty girl.
Yeah,
or something
that's right.
funny
like
that. Sometimes bless my parents. Like if they know I've got something really important, they know what I'm like. They'll set an alarm and wake me up and then go back to sleep.
Why don't you just borrow Levi? You can just have one of my kids. Like that will sort your shit out ASAP because then you have to somehow force yourself to sleep when's possible because they won't go to sleep and they'll wake up super early every single day. So you just have to find sleep when it is. Otherwise you're just a zombie.
Yeah, that's my reason to have a kid, I guess.
Yeah, sleeping patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. You can have pick any of the 3. I don't mind.
Thanks. So speaking of weird things we do, I know it's weird that I can't sleep good and can't wake up and all that. But do you think now is the time to just talk about the cold shower story?
Sure, because I feel like after we go through it, we're about to upgrade. I want to do what everyone else is doing on Instagram. I want like an ice bath. Cold shower's so 2023, Lucy.
I just think I just always give you shit for this years later, but just one time years ago when you discovered having a cold shower is good for your mental health and your physical health, and you were just telling everyone about it all the time. After
doing it probably once and never again.
That was going to be my punchline. Thanks for ruining it.
You're welcome.
Like you were just telling everyone about it all the time, any chance you got, and how good it is for you and how much you love doing it. And then just one day I was like, this is how I remember it. I was like, do you genuinely have a cold shower every morning? And you're like, oh no, I've only done it once. Like you're talking about it was like, yeah, you're better than everyone else and you do it every day. But yeah, like, do you actually do it now? You said you did.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that I do most showers. It's easier done in summer because we're in Australia and like cold showers is not actually that cold right now.
Yeah.
But 100% if I have went for a run or done any sort of workout, like it's actually really easy to do there and it does feel better. Like your body feels really good after it. And you get jacked the fuck up. Like if you've just literally had a cold shower and you get out and then you got your towel, like your skin and body just feels different. Like there's no one that won't be like, hey, I feel refreshed now and more awake.
Yeah, I have done it before and I do agree it's good. I just feel like it takes a lot of like mental strength to do it every day.
Yeah. I was always getting in trouble for having too long of a shower too, so it's a nice excuse not to do that. So it gives you a timestamp.
That's true. Like you just kind of blast it for as long as you can stand. How long do you reckon you last? Sorry,
I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds.
And that's enough.
Yeah,
to make it like.
I've kind of like now that I'm in a bit of a routine with it, I now do part of like a cleaning thing while I'm in the shower. So like I do it like because I wash my hair and wash or whatever, but then I'll like wash my face last, and I do that now while the cold water's on. So then I'm actually tricking myself to do it, and now that's part of a routine. Because if you sit there and you had an amazing shower, you're all washed, ready, and you're just in that moment of like, I don't want to get out because it's so good.
Yeah.
You're not going to turn it cold, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'm going to wash my face because then like that probably takes 15 to 30 seconds anyway, and then by then you're like, oh, this isn't that bad, and then I get out.
Do you wash your hair every day?
Yep.
In the morning?
Every shower. If I shower 2 times a day, I've washed it twice.
Really? Interesting. Shampoo and conditioner or just shampoo?
No, both.
What are some of the benefits, though, for cold showers? Because when I can tell you some of mine that I felt doing it, but is there actual scientific ones?
Yeah, I think the ones that I feel is like, you know, they say like it's really good for like any just like minor like muscle pain that you have. So me complaining about my neck before, like how good does it feel? Like literally on that. But yeah, apparently like circulation, like protecting from like just basic viruses.
Really?
Apparently it's really good for your skin as well. And yeah, metabolism, like it's just non-stop. And then you mentioned before, like mental health, like it's...
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like for me, I get out of it and I'm like, I can do anything. Yep. I just had a cold shower. I can, like, whatever the day throws at me, I've got this.
But isn't that everything that's good for physical and mental health is always shithouse? Like we talked about it before with running or going to the gym or anything. Like you have to do something like that to then reap the benefits. Like if
that's true.
It wasn't hard, then everyone would just feel amazing all of the time.
That's a very good point.
But anyway, I recommend at least 15 seconds to all the listeners out there. Get it done.
I have like a weird, just like irrational fear that I'm gonna smell. Like I'm always like really paranoid about being clean. That's why I feel like I have to have a shower morning and night, and then sometimes like today I had a shower before work, went to work, and then we were filming. So I had a shower before we started filming, and then I'll have a shower before I go to bed. I get really paranoid about it. I read somewhere once that if you're worried that you're forgetful and you're going to forget to do something really weird. So I'll put my deodorant on and I'll do 3 shuckers because I've done 3 shuckers and that's really weird. So I've remembered that I've put deodorant on. Yeah.
It's definitely not normal. We work in customer service and you know it's not because...
True.
But backtracking, I'm 100% exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Do you know the craziest thing? And I had this recently, but like, I don't know if this happens in the girly world as much as it does for guys, but I find like for me, like obviously like aftershave is, you know, the thing that makes you smell amazing. You know, for me, deodorant's there to make sure that you just don't smell, right?
Yeah.
And you find a deodorant that works for you, but then that stops and you have to find...
Did that happen to you as well? That happened to me recently.
And then like, you know, Lauren will be like, oh, that's not available. I've got this one. And I'm like,
it's not okay.
It's not.
It's happening to me right now. I'm using a deodorant that I don't like.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought that I was crazy for feeling like
and
this.
Then you're so paranoid. You'll be at work and you nearly want to ask that question of like, do you notice anything different about me? Or then like, I'll come home and I'll be like, Lauren, like, and then it's too late because I've been at work all day. I'm like, do I actually smell? Yeah. When deodorant changes that you're comfortable with, it's not a good time.
Anyway, so that's an irrational thing that I do. What about like weird things? Because I think surely we have weird things in our routine that we don't realize are weird. Or weird things you've heard other people do? I don't know.
I think like a weird one for routines, because especially if you research like, you know, what's the best routines or someone that's super successful, what do they do? I love when it's like, and my mum actually does this, but not taking your phone in your room at night so then you don't have it at night or in the morning. I think that's just irrational. Like, do we all want to do it? Fuck yeah. But does anyone actually do it?
No one does it.
Like, you need it for an alarm. Okay, so that's just our excuse to have it in there, right?
No, I just love having my phone on me.
Yeah, and as soon as you open it up, it's going to be like, cool, what's your email? How many people have subscribed to the podcast? Or, what kind of shits Lucy had to cringe about at 12:30 that I have to have an emotional share on the way to work about? Like, just stuff.
Yeah, you're like, are we viral yet?
Yeah, so I just don't think people do that. Like, to me, that's irrational because even people that say it, I don't believe them.
Yeah. 100%. I don't get how they do that. That's the same as when I didn't believe that you were actually having cold showers. Like people say, I don't have my phone. Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, did you have any?
Oh, we do have a mutual friend that has a TV in their shower. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
He's very cool. Like, want to be like him when I grow up. But like, I think it's pretty funny, right? Imagine just balling watching TV in the shower. I picture like celebrities and stuff to having like fancy stuff like that, not just like someone we know.
That's actually so funny. I was in the shower on the weekend, and I don't know why I said it like that. It's like I showered on the weekend. Like, yeah, good fucking work, mate. Anyway, I think I was doing the gardening or whatever, so I'm having a random shower at the random time, and Lauren's come in, and she's like, "Have you got your fucking phone in the shower?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was just finishing off a podcast, or I think I was just listening to music or something. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, what? Like, it'll get like water in there. I'm like,
it's waterproof.
It's waterproof.
Yeah.
It's 2024. And she was like, no way.
Is that not normal? I have my phone in the shower all the time.
So I've just grabbed it off from like where the shampoo and that is, and literally just made out I was like talking on the phone as the water's coming down, and her mind's just like blowing. I'm like, it's an iPhone fucking 15. Like, that's been waterproof for 15 years or whatever it is. Anyway, if you got an older iPhone, please don't put it in water.
Yeah. This is a new one.
But it just blew her mind that phones are actually waterproof. It's like she knew it was waterproof, but it was just like not real.
So she doesn't do that. Is that not normal, maybe?
Like, I don't do it all the time, but like I definitely do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes.
The only annoying thing is when you're trying to like look on your phone and it's got the water droplets on it, or like you're scrolling and then the water droplets do something for you and you're like, oh no. Like that, it's not very functional, but like if you're just watching something, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I just thought that was quite funny. I thought she was actually taking the piss for a second, but then I'm like, you're not, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How funny. But there's probably a lot of people that think like that. We just think it's normal, but it's not.
Yeah, so, take your phone in the showers. Don't play bus if they're not waterproof, please.
Only take it in if you're listening to the Loose and Moose pod or watching the Loose and Moose pod.
Similar, but maybe away from routines. What about like pet peeves? Do you have any like pet peeves that are like super irrational?
Yes. Mine are not related to morning routine though. I feel embarrassed to share this because I know it's so irrational.
Oh, no.
I'm not a bad person, I swear. It's just an irrational thing I have in my brain. I get really annoyed when people use like a crossing, like a lights on the street when you press a button to walk across the street and you make all the cars stop for you and you're just one person and it's like 20 cars have stopped for you. I just think that's really rude and annoying. And it's so irrational because they're literally following the law.
What do you want them to do? Just like jaywalk and get run over? Then what?
I just wish they weren't there.
Choose another road, motherfucker.
I don't know. It's so dumb.
Get a car.
Legit, that's how I think. I'm like, grow up, start driving.
Oh, man.
I know, it's so irrational because every time I see it, I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. And I'm like, yeah, but why is it annoying? It's literally normal thing to do. I don't know. It's a thing I have.
What about a real gross one? And my recent stint working in the city, you see this quite often. When people purposely don't wash their hands after going to the bathroom in a public bathroom.
How do you know someone did that?
Because you're like walking in and they're just walking straight out and the wash area's there.
Ew.
No.
Ew.
That's a big pet peeve. That's an actual real one. Like, you can't do that.
That's disgusting. Yeah, I hate that.
That's why everyone gets sick.
Ugh. Anyway, have you heard of the Am I the Asshole Reddit thread?
No, I think you've like either just said it before, but I've never went and read any of them.
It's something that you didn't realize you needed, but like how many things happen in your life where you tell a story or something happens and you're like, am I the asshole here? Like I feel like I'm just completely normal and this person's upset at me. And then so people share that on the Reddit thread. They share the thing that's happened and then people will vote, yeah, you're the asshole, or nah, I agree with you.
do most of them just say, yeah, the arsehole because it's the internet and everyone's super negative, or it's
No.
kind of balanced?
No, it's validating like a lot of people, and they're like, no, you're definitely not the asshole the other person is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I just read one the other day that I just thought was funny. Like, it just made me laugh out loud, so I thought I would share.
Yeah, cool.
I'll just read it. So this person says, I'm on the phone with my mum and she's in her winter residence in Florida. She's telling me she was cleaning her house and she left her screen door open. And I'm like, where are you going with this? Because my mum kind of rambles a bit with stories that go nowhere.
Have you changed the name of your mum, like from you? Is this you running?
I just paused then to let you say something about
Okay, cool.
my stories because, yeah, sounds like.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, sounds like me. Haha, so funny. Anyway, and she says that her Roomba was missing, and she found it at the bottom of the pool. That completely caught me off guard, and I'm howling with laughter. And my mum is like, it's not funny. It's a $400 machine. And somehow that made it even funnier. And she's not making it easy for me because she's describing that apparently it didn't die right away. And for a minute, the little brush things were still going around like it was trying to dog paddle its way out of the pool.
You can just picture it like actually happening.
So funny. So my mum is angry that the Roomba wasn't built with some sort of safety device in it in case it falls into water. Like flotation bags are supposed to pop out of it, like in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or something. And at this point, I'm in literal tears from laughing so hard. So my mum's angry, the Roomba is dead, and I'm probably not invited to Christmas dinner. Am I the arsehole?
Did she start laughing? Like, I think the story gets like ridiculously funny for anyone once we're talking fucking airbags and like popping out and the little like swimmy feet. If she started laughing as soon as it's like in the pool, you know, maybe. It's a lot of money, but depending on how her mum was delivering that too, because I feel like that is probably, if you would or wouldn't, but that's a pretty fucking awesome story.
I'd probably laugh as well.
Yeah. I guess in saying that now, if my mum said like it's in the pool, I would just start laughing before the story. So nah, she's not.
Yeah, so some of the responses are like, not the asshole, let her be angry and send a condolence note for the dead Roomba. And then edit, buy a new Roomba for Christmas dinner saying it's been resurrected and its name is Jesus.
Oh, shit. I can see how people get in deep holes with these though, because there'd just be heaps of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I go through that thread a lot. I think it's so interesting. I think, majority of votes say she's not the arsehole. But I do see, that she could be. You could be a little bit more tactful.
Yeah, it's like if you've just called someone and like, I've just crashed my car or whatever, and you just start like pissing yourself fucking laughing. Not that the Roomba's the same, but obviously to her mum it was. So, shit. I'm trying to think of like ones that I would have done.
Well, am I the assholes?
Just like situations like that where it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. Am I? So, well, maybe we can brainstorm. We can bring a couple of like ones that we may have done, and we can quiz each other on like specific things.
Yeah, I do love them. I love a good conundrum.
Yeah.
I love when people are divided. I really love if we could find one where we don't agree.
Yeah.
And we have to state the case. I don't know. I'll keep reading. If I find another one, I'll share. Anyway, you're welcome for me introducing you to the concept of Am I the Arsehole?
Thank you so much.
Are you a fan?
I think I will be able to find a lot of time to go through them.
Yeah. Yeah. I love them. You'll get stuck in the rabbit hole. If you have any of our listeners, please send them through because, we'd love to share yours. And I really want one that we'll like fight about. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that would be good. We need a bit of controversy.
Yeah.
Also, if you've got any ridiculous morning routines or think any of ours are, let us know.
Yeah. What do you mean it's not normal to wake up to 500 alarms every morning?
That part could be semi-normal. It's having 3 different speakers, 3 different apps. Like that shit is not normal.
4.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know. I've got issues. If you've got issues too, let us know in the comments. So I feel so annoyed.
Have a good week.